Hey guys, welcome to the Whole and Wellness Show episode 7. So, how to enjoy healthy meals easily without robbing the bank. That's what we're going to be talking about today, and I'm not doing this alone. I We're going to be having a guest in the house who's going to take us on this. And so we're going to be looking at, is it really so expensive to eat healthy meals? Is it why should it be so? If you think it's so, we're going to be answering your questions around that. If you think that it's not expensive, you're also going to be sharing with us about that, and she's going to be sharing with us her own insights from her own wealth of experience. How she's able to navigate preparing healthy meals for her clients, for her family. And she's also, when you stay till the end, she's also going to be sharing with us two bonus recipes about how you can prepare some meals. She's going to share two with us here on the show. So it's really going to be very, very interesting. And we have her already in the building. I hope you're happy to be here. Show some love. My name is Chibuamam, by the way, we're just meeting. And I am a pharmacist and health transformation coach. And I work with you to lower your blood pressure naturally so that you enjoy your best life in super health. So without much ado, we're going to bring her up. I know she's here already. We're going to bring her up and we're going to talk all about that. And if you've got questions, stick around because you're also going to be asking your questions and, around this big topic that, is getting more important these days because, of course, of the COVID-19 and even beyond the COVID-19. So she's here. I'm going to just add her straight to the broadcast and let the parade begin.
Hi.
Are you guys excited? I want to know in the comment that you're excited about it. Okay, guys, so she's gonna be here in a minute. Yeah, she's here. Look at you. Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm going to in a minute. So, guys, welcome. Thank you so much for
Good
agreeing to be
evening.
here with us today. Thank you so
Good
much. Um, I'm sure our viewers are very excited to have you. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Frozen. It's frozen.
Okay. My God. Okay, so tell us about yourself.
Oh, good evening, everyone. Hope you can hear me. I'd like to know if you can hear me.
Yes, we do.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you go on?
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm glad to be here. It's my pleasure. And thank you, Chibuamam, for inviting me here. Okay, my name is Opeyemi Daniel Aderinto. I am also known as the Good Food Boss.
Yep.
I am a recipe developer, food business consultant, and I also am the CEO of Harrell Foods. That's a catering a catering business that I run. Okay, so
Oh,
um, I actually got tired of seeing food vendors, sell low quality foods to their
okay.
clients, and that was one of the reasons why I decided to start my own food business. I have always had a passion for food. I had even before I started, I always knew that was my call or my calling. I always knew that I was going to go into the food business. So it took me some time. I delayed a little. I was afraid. I was doubtful. Eventually, I took the big decision, and I've
Yeah.
been in the food business for years now. So,
Beautiful. Thank
okay.
you.
You're
Yes, thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
Food business person. You
You said what?
conversation because there's people in the business here, it's just all about push it out, whatever, anything. It's mass production, and so you just push it out. I remember we had this conversation when we just met early on. I think that was last year, and you were sharing with me your about the kind of foods, the low quality kinds of foods that people have to eat, because it's just mass food, food for the public. So I know that that's why we've invited you to come and share as well, because, from my own perspective, I know what I would do, but you as a food consultant, you would have your own ideas as well. That's why we're here. So let's go straight into it. So, if, from your own perspective, what are these healthy meals? What is a healthy meal? It would just be nice for us to set the pace right before we go into how to actually cook them or enjoy them.
Okay. The definition I like to give for healthy foods or for good food, I call it good food, is
Okay.
is food that is rich in vegetables, food that is
Okay.
that is rich in fruits, food that is
Okay.
rich in nuts, fruit that is rich in whole grain, food that is rich
Okay.
in white meats, and some other spices, spices that are healthy, spices, herbs, and the rest. So that's what I term good food. A lot of people, when you ask for a lot of people, good food is a big plate of bokoto with a bar. Do you get? So that's what good food is for some people. For some people, good food is pizza. For some people, good food is different things. But good food is actually a healthy food or a healthy meal is actually a food meal that is rich in vegetables, fruits, nuts, whole grain, and other healthy spices.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. I really love this your definition because it's kind of very encompassing. So, a meal will be termed healthy if it contains these various classes of food. So yes, very good definition, I would say. From our own perspective, say a healthy meal is of course a good food, like you call it, is something that actually supports your health, so
Yes.
something that supports your health. And for our viewers, many of them are maybe, trying to adapt to healthier meals is something that they are not used to. For some people, they are even using their meals to push back disease. Maybe someone who's got high BP, who's got arthritis, for instance. That's what they're also looking. And I was on a show on an interview 2 weeks ago, and even while I was
Okay.
sharing something like that, someone said, but how these things are so expensive, the average man cannot afford them. So, so it's like what we're always hearing is it's expensive, it's expensive. I would rather eat a donut. So what do you have to say about that? Have you encountered that as well?
Yes, I've encountered
Okay.
that. And see, what I tell people is this: it's just a mindset thing. Okay, you say
Okay.
you would rather eat donut or maybe ice cream or pizza. Excuse me, did you not buy the donut with money? You bought it. Do you get me?
Good,
You bought the
good,
donut, you bought the pizza, you bought whatever
good.
junk food may be that you bought. Do you, I mean that you term as food or good food, and you also buy vegetables, you buy fruits. So whichever way, you have to spend money. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Whichever way, if you are buying junks, you spend money. If you are buying good food, you spend money. So why not just spend the money to buy something that is good and healthy? Now, I said it's a mindset thing because
Okay.
good food is actually not expensive. If you ask me, it's a mindset thing. See, what I've realized is this: a lot of times, people do not even ask for the prices of those food they term big man food or expensive food. Do you get? They do not
Mhm.
usually ask for the price. Once they see the food or that fruit, they snare at it. They just be like, it's a no-go area.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say? They just feel like it's a
Yeah.
no-go area, and then they do not go close to it. Okay, now how many people really take time to you see a new vegetable in the market, vegetable you're not used to, or probably something you see on the movie in the movies when you watch foreign movies, you see those kind of vegetables, but probably sold by an aboki guy or sold in a shop close to you. Do you even ask how much it costs in the first place? Do you get?
Okay.
So once you have already made up your mind that it's an expensive fruit, it's an expensive vegetable, a lot of people do not even go close to ask how much it costs, or because already they have made up their minds that it is expensive. Okay, let me give you an example.
Yes, please.
Excuse me. If you know red kidney beans
Okay.
that
Yes.
usually comes in a can.
Okay.
Recently I went to the market, and I went to the area where they sell fruits and vegetables, all these aboki guys. And so I
Mm-hmm.
was about to buy vegetable when I spotted a red beans tied in nylon. If you are conversant with the way these aboki guys sell their green peas, they tie it in
Yes.
that sharp nylon. So I noticed,
Long. Mm-hmm.
yes, I noticed a red beans inside that kind of nylon. And I was like, oh, that's kidney beans. And I asked the guy, and these red kidney beans, I said, how much is it? Guess how much? Just 100 naira. What I've been, yes,
It
what
does
I have.
say.
And you know what? What I have, the canned red kidney beans is more expensive than that, and it contains additives to preserve it. It is not as fresh as the one I saw in
Wow.
the market. You get what I'm trying to say? Meanwhile, it is
Wow.
more expensive than that. It was just
It does say.
100 naira, and I just bought one. I needed to garnish my fried rice with it. Do you get?
You
I
see?
just bought
You
100.
see?
You get what I'm trying to say? So how many people
Yeah.
really go close? You see broccoli in the market. Do you even go close to the seller to ask how much is broccoli? You just already have this mindset that it is expensive. Eating
It's
healthy is
expensive.
expensive. So let's even talk about our own local vegetables. How much is ugu? How much is water leaf? How much is scent leaf? How much is bitter leaf in the market? How much is I was on the show. I watched last week's edition episode of this show, and when
Okay.
Priscilla was talking, I felt like, good. All these spices she mentioned, you go to the market. How much are they really? They're not very
Yeah.
expensive, but
They're not even
we
expensive.
just have this mindset. Our minds are already. We just have this mindset that it is expensive, so we believe it is expensive, and we don't even go close to price it. So that's just what I feel. Um,
Wow. Thank you so
they're not.
much.
They're actually not expensive.
These your examples are really that's the truth, it's all about we just block it off with our minds like, okay, this is it's too expensive, so I won't even go close. Let me just stick with. So maybe it's more like sticking in your comfort zone. Like I already
That's
eat
that's another thing.
a lot of
That's
eba
another
and
thing.
I'm fine with it. So I don't even want
That's
to try
another
that
thing.
out. Hmm.
People do not also like to explore new things. Do you get?
Okay.
People do not like to
Okay.
explore new things. You get? So
Okay.
they just want to stick with, okay, this particular food. They do not want to try something new. You understand what I'm trying to
Okay.
say? Okay, another example I would give you is, okay, look at tiger nuts. If we even talk about snacks, if you really want to snack on something healthy, it's
Hmm.
more affordable than even the junks. How much is tiger
Hmm.
nuts? 15 naira. You get tiger nuts of 15 naira. You get tiger
Yeah.
nuts of 100 naira. Tiger nuts tied in 100 naira, 15 naira. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's just a mindset thing. How many people really ask
Okay.
how much these things cost? So that's what I feel.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, beyond mindset, let's also talk about how else is there any way we can actually play around with these foods to also get, variety, because you are a good food boss. I know you do a lot of recipe development. So is there a way that also playing around with them can give us a whole lot of different foods that we can enjoy healthy meals? So just tell us a bit about that.
Yes, see, one thing about food, or one reason also why I love food is there is no end to what you can do with food. Food is like an
Okay.
art. Do you understand? Food is like art. There is nothing you cannot do with art. You can explore a lot. And see, it takes someone who actually likes to explore. Do you understand? To be able to
Mhm.
discover a lot of things about food. Now,
Mm.
see, I'm one person who does not like to waste things, so I do not like to
Okay.
waste food. Before I go into that, let me say this: that sometimes people get ideas about food. You may not be a caterer, you may not be you may not even be into the food industry or food business. You may just get an idea about food, a particular food. Try it out. Do you
Okay.
get particular healthy meal? Try it out. Don't leave it. There's this example I like to give. Okay, once I prepared a furry roll. You know,
Okay.
if you know what we call a furry roll, this green
Yes.
vegetable, and
Yes.
it was
Apple.
remaining. It was remaining. I didn't put everything into the sauce, so I was like, I can't throw this away. I can't throw this away. No, 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 no. And then I didn't have a fridge. I didn't have a refrigerator, so there was no way I could preserve it. And so in the evening, I wanted to eat plain yam. And it just came to my heart that I wanted to eat plain yam and egg sauce. It just came to my heart to, add the green vegetable. I'd never eaten it before then. I had never. Just came to my
Okay.
heart that this is vegetable. Add it to the tomato sauce before you add your egg and fry it together instead of throwing the. I mean, it came out really very nice. It came out really very
Wow.
nice, and I gave it a name, vegetable egg sauce.
Good.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Now, yes, I gave it a name, vegetable egg sauce, and after that time I started doing it for my family, and I didn't have children then and all the rest. I started doing it for my, so you get what I'm trying to say. So now we have to try to explore.
Okay.
You may want to, okay, you may be tired of eating a particular meal in a particular way. Let me use vegetable soup for example. Our edikaikong, that's ugu and water leaf. You may just feel
Okay.
like, let me just inculcate something else. Do you know you can actually add bitter leaf to that? You can add bitter leaf to that. You can
Wow.
add, yes, you can add
Are you
like,
guys getting these recipes is dropping? Oh.
you can add like 5 different vegetables together, and you cook it together and it will come out very nice. If you are afraid to explore when it comes to food, you will just be stuck with one kind of food for a long time. So you should be ready to explore. When it comes to food, be ready to explore, be ready to, okay, let me even check if it doesn't taste nice today, then okay, you know that you're taking it out. Do you
Mhm.
understand? If it tastes
Mhm.
nice, oh wow, good. You have added you have an additional menu to your family meal or to even your own meal. So that is how
Good.
you should be, yes, ready to explore. That is how to come about, or that is how to discover different kinds of dishes. See, I tell people who are in the food industry, I tell them, when it comes to recipe, creating recipe for yourself, somebody sat down one day and created fried rice recipe. You get what I'm trying to say? It's possible it was out of error. Probably something went wrong. A person just said that, no, instead of throwing this ingredient away, let me just put everything together. And it came out really very colorful. You get? Now, somebody created recipe for fried rice. Somebody created recipe for jollof rice. Somebody created recipe for the different dishes that we know about. Do you get? You can also do it. There's no hard and fast rule to it. It's a matter of
Yeah.
knowing, okay, what ingredients goes into this and what this and what this. And I also want to say something here for okay, the your choice of vegetables or your choice of ingredients, do you get, that goes into the preparation of your food also sometimes can determine what you want that food to do for you.
Okay.
Now, do you get, let's say I want a soup that will help wash my system. You know these things. We Our local leaves are,
Mhm.
nature is blessed. It is blessed with everything that we need. You want vegetables you can put together that you would cook and eat that will help flush your system. We have them. You want herbs or spices that you can inculcate into your food that will go into your bloodstreams and act as antibiotics. We have them. Priscilla was here last week. She mentioned a lot of them. Garlic is
Yeah.
one of those kind of. You understand? You put garlic in
Mhm.
almost everything you eat. You want to boil meat, you put garlic in your meat. Do you get it? So nature is blessed. Even our kinds of vegetables here, we have nice vegetables. We have good fruits that can help. That can actually what's the word now? That can actually serve the purpose you want it to serve when you eat it. So if you want, what you want the food to do for you determines what ingredients you will put together to prepare it. So
Good.
that's what I was going to add
Thank
to
you so
that.
much. Very, very, very important. So it's more like using food as your
Food
medicine.
as your medicine. Exactly.
Yes,
Using
that's
food as
what
your medicine.
that's how Dr. Josh Axe puts it. He's one of the foremost. He's a medical doctor, but he is also very much into natural ways of improving health. And he would say food is medicine. That's what he says. So you
Yes,
can
that's
target,
it.
yes. So and that's what we actually push or preach at Natural Health Lovers Africa, our health community, online health community, is more or less use natural things. Not everything requires drugs, but most times, most of us just go for the drugs, and more drugs, forgetting that you can be very strategic with the kinds of foods you eat. That's what you just highlighted. You know, what do you want? Are you constipated? Choose foods that will help you push things out. Are you dehydrated? Choose foods that are rich in fluids that will help you,
Do
regain
you
your
have
rehydration.
cold? Do you
Do you
have
have
cold?
cold?
There are foods
Thank
that you
you.
can, yes, there are foods you can
Please.
eat that will
Yes,
help you with the cold,
please.
and help dispel the cold. So sorry, please let me just add something. Now, snacks is not just all about food. Snacks. Let's talk about healthy snacks. Do you
Okay,
get?
thank you very
Now,
much.
even if you say, okay, oh, I've drawn a food timetable, this is what I'll eat this morning, this is what I'll eat in the afternoon, okay, everything is healthy. In between, you may want to eat something healthy. What do you do? What snacks are healthy for you? Not everything is flour, put flour together, put sugar together, and then you are snacking on
Mhm.
something. There are healthy snacks you can eat. You can
Okay,
eat tiger nuts. You can eat tiger nuts. You can eat coconuts. You can eat walnuts. You can eat groundnuts. You
okay.
can yes, you can actually prepare some healthy snacks too. Banana bread is there. We have banana bread.
I love this.
The,
I love this.
yes, banana bread is made from banana, oats. If you don't you eat flour rather, banana, oats, vegetable oil, and boom, honey. You are good to go. Do you get? You bake it, you mix it together, you bake it. You are good to go. It can serve as breakfast. It can also serve as a snack.
Beautiful.
Carrot is there.
Please
You can
drop
chew
that
on
again.
carrots.
Sorry, I lost that. You said
Yes. Are you hearing me?
for
Can you
us
hear me
again.
now?
Yes.
Banana.
What did you say?
The
Okay.
ingredients for banana bread: banana, mashed banana, vegetable oil, honey for sweetener. If you want honey for sweetener, if you do not want,
Okay.
the banana is can be sweet enough. Then you use oats, blended oats, powdered oats. You
Okay.
blend it into powdered
Mm.
form to thicken it, plus egg. You mix it together, you bake it in your oven. Healthy breakfast, healthy snack for you to eat. So except if you do not eat banana,
Wow.
except if you do
Beautiful.
not eat banana. So there are several
There's
healthy
so
snacks
many
that
things.
people can eat. Walnut is there. Most times we just carry our faces away. It's the one that has sugar we want to eat.
That you want.
Meanwhile, those ones, yes, those ones with sugar, with additives, with artificial preservatives, they are sometimes more expensive than the natural ones. You get tiger nuts of 15 naira, you get
True.
carrot of 15 naira,
Now,
100 naira.
yeah.
Can you buy
Yeah.
pizza of 100 naira? Can you buy pizza of 100 naira? If you even buy donuts, if you buy donuts of 100 naira, it means you bought it along the roadside. Maybe somebody hawking or somebody along the
Exactly.
roadside. If you want to go into the shops to buy donuts, you'll be ready with your 200 naira or 150. We get
True.
what I'm trying to, and that's just
True.
for one
True. True.
donut.
True.
So
True.
what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Wow.
Dates.
This
Dates
is
is
really
also there.
eye-opening. Dates. Thank you.
Yes,
Wow, she has really
dates.
dropped a whole lot of things, guys. If you're watching, let us know in the comments that you're watching, and let us know the highlights that she's dropping, that you're picking up, because it's always important to take notes of these things. She has given us recipes for snacks, for banana bread, different examples. She has touched on different things and even done the price comparison. And I'm thinking, so where is the expensive coming from? Guys, where is the
It's
expensive
not.
coming from?
See,
Um,
you know what?
so um,
The expensive,
so
you know where the
okay,
expensive comes from? The
yeah.
wrong mindset that when you say a food is good food, then it means that the meat on it is very big. Do you understand? The eba is plenty. See, let
That's
me tell you
the
something. Let me tell you something.
okay.
With
I'm with
500
you.
naira, with 500 naira. If you give me 500 naira now, I will prepare a delicious vegetable soup for you, and it will be rich. I
Thank
do
you.
not need to add meat. See, go to the market. There are different types of fishes in the market. There are different types of fishes in the market, and see, you can buy roasted fish. There's this roasted fish we call panla. It's nice when it is roasted. That smoky taste,
Mm,
just enters into your soup and just gives it
mm.
another, takes it a notch further, takes the taste of your soup a notch further. Do you understand? So you can buy fish. You don't necessarily have, if you cannot afford to buy some of the, you can't afford to buy chicken, you can afford to buy fish. Buy it. If it's mackerel, you can afford to buy. A kilo of mackerel is 1,200 naira. You can buy half kilo, 600 naira. They can cut it to 6 pieces for you. You cook your stew. If you don't want to put it in pieces inside your stew, you can mash it and cook fish sauce with it. See, already there's
Wow.
white meat. Already there's white meat in that sauce. There's white meat in that sauce. There is vegetable. I mean, there's fruit. Tomatoes is a fruit. There's tomatoes in that sauce. If you want to add 15
Yeah.
naira carrots just to garnish it, add your carrots, 15 naira, 100 naira. Your family will, you will eat. Your family self will eat, even if it's just for one day. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Beautiful.
So yes, so it's not as expensive as, people think. There was something I was going to say that has skipped my mind. It's not as expensive as people say it is. People do not just want to, just want to try, or do not just want to even, they just feel that, oh, if it's not this way, then it means that it is not good enough. So good food is not that expensive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. Let me quickly add that. Let me quickly add that. Sorry, let me quickly add that. If you think, it's just like when they say, if you think knowledge is expensive, try ignorance. That's the same thing. If you think that healthy meals are too expensive, then try the other way around. Because what usually would
Mm.
happen is you probably get to a point where every other thing now seems to fail, and you now wait till it's so bad, and you come back start looking for, please give us a new plan.
Exactly. Yes. What
Like
I even say is this: why not just start eating healthy now, so that you can, for your
as
future.
a
Do you understand?
prevention,
You don't
as
want
a
to you don't want to
prevention.
become old. You don't want to become old, and then begin to suffer for the wrong choices you have made, wrong choices you made in your early age. In your past. Do you understand? You don't want to begin to suffer for that in your old age. You can start now. Now is the time to start. The other thing I said I was going to
Beautiful.
add,
And as
keep.
it's interesting we're having this conversation because I okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god,
What I
network
said,
is shaky.
what I wanted to add is this: let's leverage fruits in season. Fruits in season. See, when fruits and vegetables are in season, I usually like to say God is perfect in all his ways. If you notice, when orange is in season, it's usually the period where cold and catarrh is very prevalent. And orange has vitamin C. So when you take orange, it usually comes cheap at that period, either during Harmattan period or during, very soon now, you will see that orange will become very, will be in season very soon. Okay, you realize that most times in nature, God has placed vegetables and fruits in particular seasons where we will need them actually. Now, when you eat fruits in season, it's cheaper, you get it fresher. So on a normal day, the ugu leaf you will buy for 100 naira when it is dry season. Do you get? During raining season, you will get it cheaper. So make use of leverage
Okay.
fruits in season. If you leverage fruits in season, you buy cheaper fruits,
Beautiful.
you buy fresher fruits, and your pot will be, bubbling and sizzling with varieties. So
Wow, thank you so much. These are really very great nuggets that you're dropping. Interesting. You should even mention this because I did a YouTube video earlier on my channel. I think it was yesterday, and I also mentioned things like this leverage on foods in season, right? So
Mm.
this rainy season, fresh foods like eforo, that's actually what I do a lot of. So every weekend now, I just buy vegetables and I make a lot of vegetable soup. In fact, today we just made the egusi soup that I bought since lockdown. We didn't even get to eat the egusi again. Once we go to market, we see a lot of green vegetables. We just buy vegetables. So we've been doing a whole lot, and I'm happy. And I'm happy because we're adding these greens to our diet, and that's very empowering for the family and protecting,
Yes.
fortifying, boosting immunity, especially this COVID-19
Yes.
period, boosting
Yes.
immunity. So it's really key. Yes, because we need to boost your immunity as well. So there are a lot of points. There's a lot of reason why you should choose healthy meals over fast foods, overly processed foods that don't really support your health. Before we move on, before you now share the recipes, the bonus recipes you promised us, people that are joining, you guys should drop your comments and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you always get notified anytime we have subsequent shows here on YouTube. Let me also state that we're also having the No High BP Woman workshop, and that will be on Saturday. We'll be touching some of the biggest mistakes that people make, and even women especially make around their BP control. We're going to be looking at 7 of those things. So you guys should actually sign up for that. Let me put up the link here for you guys to see the link, and it's also in the description of this video. Make sure that you just hit the button and register for that, because that's another way that we're teaching you some of the things you're doing wrong so that you can start to do them right and enjoy your best life in super health. All right, so do you have any last points to share with us before you share those your recipes for us? What are the 2 recipes you're giving us? Tell our viewers so they will know. For those that are
Okay.
waiting.
Irish potatoes pots and
Okay.
wrapped vegetable egg or wrapped vegetable. Yes, wrapped vegetable egg. Sorry, I don't know. The title of the videos are
Vegetable
there.
egg wrap.
Yes. God bless you. Vegetable
Okay,
egg wrap.
the titles are there. Vegetable egg wrap, correct. Tell me, is this one of the recipes you also whisked up, that you're now sharing with us?
As in,
Beautiful.
those recipes are very delicious. The potatoes, if you're an Irish potato lover, even if you are not an Irish potato lover, when you make that Irish potato, you will love it. And you know the funny thing, you do not have to eat them with any compliment. They are filling. Do you get? It's filling. The vegetable egg wrap is also very filling. Just one egg wrap can satisfy you. It's okay for breakfast and it's healthy. Vegetables with shredded chicken are good to go.
Are you serious? Okay,
Yes.
that's sweet. I can't wait for to see that particular recipe. Let me see if we can pull it up while we have this conversation. Let me see. Are you guys seeing what I'm saying? Trying to pull it up. Trying to pull it up. Anyway, so what are the last points that you're gonna leave with us while we pull up? Okay, it's here. It's here.
Okay,
So
I'll
what's the
just
name of
say,
this one?
I think this is the egg. That's the egg wrap.
Okay, let me try to make it big enough, and then while we share it with everyone that's here. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay. Wow. So this is what you eat that makes your skin glow like this. This is beautiful. So we just learned how to make what?
Um,
Vegetable egg wrap.
egg wrap, yes.
Okay, this is nice. Let me say, okay, guys, if you're watching, you can afford, you can still maybe watch this later on. That was really fast.
Yes, that's what I was. That's what I
Actually,
was going to say.
the ingredients and really see what she did there. You can as well tweak it to your own taste or to your own health goals. So maybe if you don't eat salt, you can just skip the salt. If there's anything there you
Yes,
don't eat, and then play
yes,
around with it. But it's you just play with it. That's an idea. So this is what you eat that makes your skin glow. So you say this is very filling, right?
yes. Very filling. The vegetables, carrots, cabbage, green pepper, then
Okay.
shredded chicken. If you do not want to put shredded chicken, if you do not have shredded chicken, fine, you can take it out. And guess what? Guess what? Now,
Okay.
a a ball of cabbage may just cost 200 naira,
Mm,
and it will last you for like a week.
okay.
Do you get? If you want
Yeah,
to eat if you want to eat this
that's good.
egg wrap every day, it will last you for like a week. Do you get? Now, carrots, if you buy carrot of 200 naira, now carrot is a bit expensive. If you buy carrot of like 200 naira, it will last you that long. If you buy green peppers, it will also last you that long. Do you get? So by the time you put everything together, everything that you will spend on breakfast for, like, if you want to be eating this egg wrap for every day for every week, by the time you put together everything you'll be spending, it's not up to what you will spend eating, you know, a pack of pizza. I'm not do you get? I'm not trying to talk low of pizza and all the
Have
rest. But
you
do you get? I'm just using it as
where
an
the pizza
example.
producers will come for you?
Come and catch us.
Okay.
So it's not that expensive. Not that
All right,
expensive.
let's
Not
take the
expensive.
last one. Okay, thank you very much. More people are here. You guys, if you're here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave your comments. Leave your questions. If you've got any questions, drop them as well. She's gonna take all your questions. She's just about to share the second recipe with us. This one is what she has called potato something.
Irish
So be on the
potatoes pot.
lookout.
Irish potatoes pot.
Irish potatoes pot. So let's try to pull that up. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see how to make Irish potatoes pot. Hmm, good. Wow, beautiful. Thank you very much for these. Yeah, you guys can follow
Okay.
her. She's Harriel Foods. She's at Harriel Foods.
Yes.
She's also got her own YouTube channel. You're gonna leave us with your
Yes.
YouTube channel. We're gonna drop it below the description of this video for them to also subscribe to your YouTube channel for more videos like this on healthy recipes. And they would love you trying. I do that with sweet potatoes, but I've never done it with um, Irish potatoes. So
Okay.
thank you so much for sharing those
Welcome.
two
You're welcome.
reasons,
It's my
sharing your
pleasure.
ideas. Yeah, to for good food lovers, good food bosses on Facebook. Also, leave us with the links for people who also want to join your community to come and learn a whole lot. I think today you were teaching us about making moi wraps. So
Yes.
tell us more about that. It's for people that want to join to also be able to join. I'm trying to pull up their questions. If there are any questions in the building, if you guys are watching, we've got about people were coming in and leaving 4, 5, 6, 7 viewers at some point. You guys drop your questions if you've got any questions. If you've got any questions, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to sign up shop if you're a woman who's got high for that as well. All right. So, do you have any final words while we wrap up this? It's really been amazing.
Well, I'll just say, let your food be your medicine, and let your medicine be your food. There is no loss in eating healthy. There is no loss in eating healthy. When you get used to eating healthy, when you get used to taking out junks from your food and you get used to eating healthy, you would love yourself. You would thank your body. I mean, or your body will thank you for that choice. It's a choice. Healthy eating is a choice. See, there is no matter how much sermon you hear about it, if you do not decide to, make that choice, you're going to still be with, I mean, be stuck with your bad food choices. Okay, so it's a choice, and it's the ball is in your court to take I mean, make a good decision. So it's a choice. That's what I'll
Thank you
leave you
so
with.
much. I love how you ended it. There is nothing else to say, nothing more to add, nothing to subtract. Healthy.
A
We're
choice.
just here to share with you our experiences, our recipes, our thoughts on this. But ultimately, it's your choice. I do hope that you make the best choice so that you enjoy your
Yeah.
best life in super health. Thank you so much for joining us for the show. Look forward to seeing you guys next week at the same time, same venue. Whole and Wellness Show episode 8. It's going to be epic, you guys. Thank you for joining us. All right,
Thank you.
guys.
Please join my Facebook community, Good Food
Sure, sure.
Lovers and
Okay.
food business owners. My YouTube address is Harrell Foods. Instagram handle is at Harrell Foods. So you can follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel on YouTube.
Okay, YouTube, everything is Harriel Foods. She is Harriel Foods. She is
Yes.
the face behind Harriel Foods, guys. IG, YouTube, just think of Harriel Foods. All those videos you saw too is Harriel Foods. So thank you so much, madam.
My
Uh,
pleasure.
all right there. Take care.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.